afternoon and welcome to Crikey Africa.
It's not Crikey Africa anymore.
Good afternoon and welcome to That Jones Vlog.
And so I guess that is a good afternoon. So hello, Liffy.
Hello, Liffy.
Welcome, guys. For those of you who haven't joined us before or never seen our vlog, this is called That Jones Vlog now, instead of Crikey Africa, like a lot of you do know us. So today's video, or today's vlog, is going to be a Q&A session. A little bit about us, a little bit of questions that people have asked us in private messages and on comments, etc. And also just a few things that we popped in there that we thought you should know about the channel. Okay, first things first. I have a beard. Yes, I do. Is it sexy? The reason I grew the beard is because I thought maybe I would do Movember. And just try and raise a bit of money for testicular cancer research and awareness. But I look like a real police officer with a mustache. Not that there's anything wrong with looking like a police officer, but I don't know if I should do it. How about you guys decide if we get, let's see, 10 likes. If we get 10 likes, I'll shave the beard and leave the mustache for the rest of November, and I will start a page. She hates it. And I'll start a page with a little fundraising thing, and we can see if we can make a few bucks for testicular cancer. It's really hard to say. Moving on. My book. First question of the day that I wrote in my little book of many things. What are your names and nicknames? So my name is Mark Jones. No middle name, thank goodness. This is my wife, not girlfriend, for the last year now, so I don't make that mistake anymore. Nicole, and her surname is also Jones now because we're married. Nicknames?
Bear.
She calls me Bear most of the time. We met. No, okay, let's do first where we met because that'll kind of go to. So we met in Canada, while snowboarding, working on the ski hills, and just having a blast. And we saw bears. We went on this trip and we saw some bears, grizzly bears, and for some reason that came. I don't even know.
Because the bear was eating berries, and so he was a very happy bear.
Okay, so she calls me Bear most of the time, 90% of the time. I call her many names, such as Blom, Liefde, Liffy, Scott, Bok, Bookavane. So yeah, there you have it. So men in Canada, nicknames, names. Next question: why did we change the channel name? So for those of you who are new, our channel name used to be Crikey Africa. So Crikey Africa, we kind of came up with on our very first trip to Africa, which is kind of the first time we were filming. It wasn't. The idea wasn't to do a vlog. The idea was just kind of to film something for our friends and family to follow us, and it just kind of rolled over from there. And right at the beginning of the trip, we were sitting in a restaurant, we needed a name, and we were like, Crikey, or Nick said something about Crikey, and I was like, oh, we're in Africa, and Crikey Africa. The reason we changed it is because a lot of people know what Crikey is. Aussies know, and South Africans seem to know. The rugby playing countries, especially in the southern hemisphere, seem to know what it is. But northern, like Europe, a lot of, like, they don't quite know. And if they do know, they don't know how to spell it. So that's not the first word that comes into mind. So we decided, because we're actually going to do a vlog now and take this further and do videography and all that, we've got to change the name to something people can spell. And so we just came up with the simplest one, which is That Jones Vlog.
I'm going to say it staccato, That Jones Vlog.
Okay, next is, what's next for the channel? So where we're going to take the channel next is, we're still going to travel. So it's going to be mainly a travel vlog. So we did our Africa trip first. That was kind of our first attempt, and that's where it came from. We now live in Australia. Just by the way, if you didn't know that, if you didn't see the last video, we've immigrated to Australia. Nick obviously is from Australia, so we live here now. And so we're going to shoot a lot of local stuff in Australia. We also got a few trips coming up. We just did a trip Botswana and Namibia, which we'll show you next, which I'm editing now. We can't do it live like we're doing this because there's just no internet connection, and while you're camping and overlanding and traveling, you just don't get time to edit because you're always making a fire or hunting your food in the evening, like you gotta catch. But we also want to put in a little bit more for you guys to not just watch us doing stuff. We want to kind of teach you what we've learned, teach you what we've learned on the overlanding, teach you what we've learned traveling through Africa, traveling the world, what we're learning at the moment with the videography, what I've learned in the last year, which is, I cannot explain how much I've learned. And I want to teach you guys what I've learned and what I'm learning now. Not because I'm a pro at it, but because as I go and learn small things, I can then teach you the things that the pros that are on YouTube that give you great tips or have forgotten. Like those guys don't even know that they do a lot of these things because they're so good at it now. So I want to kind of teach you guys the things I'm learning now as I learn them. We're also going to do some kind of like every day or not every day, like once a week stuff. So we're going to do Burger Friday. I love burgers, like really love burgers. To give you an example, before our wedding, the week before our wedding, I ate 11 burgers in 7 days before our wedding. And I was actually on a diet. It's a great diet. I don't want to brag, but it's an 8-week diet and I finished it about 2 hours. So every Friday we're going to go find the best burger or a new burger and try and find the best burger we can. We're going to vlog about it, blog about it. We're going to have like categories and we're going to have friends and we're going to have just a good time. Hopefully going to get my Casey Neistat on. I'm going to get a booster board if she allows me to.
Application denied.
Not a boosted board actually, sorry, I said boosted board, I didn't mean boosted board. I'm going to get an Evolve board. It's actually an Australian company. It's an electric skateboard. Everyone just tends to say boosted board. And their best board, which is their like street version, can do 50 Ks on one battery. This is getting way off topic, isn't it? Moving on. Where do you live? Why did you move? We live in Canberra, Australia. So this is the capital. No, the capital is not Sydney. Does it get cold here?
Yes, very cold.
Because for some reason, all our friends and everyone that we always talk to go, oh, it's so hot in Australia, are you dying of heat? I'm like, no, it's actually like, so -8 at night in winter. So it gets really cold here as well. And vice versa. All the Aussies go.
They always ask me, oh, weren't you so hot? It's like, it's the same weather.
And there's so much we're going to show you around here. So stay tuned for that bit. Oh, why did you move? So as I said, we met in Canada, all snowboarding. Then you moved to South Africa for how long?
3 years, I think it ended up.
Yeah, so 3 years. And then we decided that we need to come stay on this side for a bit so she can have a chance to be with the family. And
it had always kind of been our plan anyway, to give it a go both sides.
Next question. What camera gear did you use on your last trip and why did you change to Sony? So for those of you who didn't watch the last episode, which was the unboxing episode, go and watch it. I'll put a link below. It's kind of all our new gear. So we got rid of all of our old gear, including the drone, the camera, the lenses, the GoPro, everything we had, the Osmo, we got rid of all of it. So go check out the other video with the new gear and you'll know that we've got a lot better stuff coming up. Okay, have you bought a new truck? Yes, we have bought a new truck.
Which you're about to sell again.
Which I'm probably going to sell again. But I haven't quite made up my mind yet. Let's just show you. Let me show you. Here we go. Right, for all the haters out there that hate on VW, I am a big VW fan. I do love their cars. VW and Audi, same company really. I also love Toyota. I love the reliability, and that is why Nick said I'm probably going to sell it again now, because I have been driving this for a little while and it's an amazing car, don't get me wrong. It's quiet, it's comfortable and all that. It's good looking, it's nice and spacious inside. But I do miss Toyota. Moving on. Next question. What's your next big trip? So the next big trip, as I said, is Namibia, Botswana, and then Japan. November. The next question. Oh, we don't have Clutch here now.
Oh, he's gone. He's
But Clutch is our new team member. He's a weirdo cat that goes for walks in the morning. Literally, like he's so weird. He thinks he's a dog, and he goes on the kayak. He's such an adventure cat. He loves going everywhere.
Hashtag adventure cat.
Hashtag adventure cat. Hashtag we shouldn't use hashtag. Do you own a kangaroo? Yes, we own a kangaroo. His name is Philip. We ride him down to the shops to go buy groceries every now and then. He's got a saddle. We'll introduce it to him in a different vlog. What season is it in Australia? This is not a joke. Many people have asked me this. If you look at a map, you will see Australia is in the same hemisphere as South Africa, which means it's the same as it is in South Africa. So if it's summer there, it's summer here. It's not winter here. Okay, yeah, that's it. The rest of the stuff we've kind of already put into the other questions. So one of the things that a lot of you asked me to film and put on a vlog and talk about is things I've learned on the trip. So video-wise, travel-wise, YouTube uploading, all that stuff. I will make a video about it and I will post it. That will be the next video that I will put up. I think that's it. Big thumbs up down below if you guys enjoyed this little Q&A session. And if you have any more questions, please comment below. A lot of you have seen YouTube videos where people go, comment, like, subscribe, blah, 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 blah. It's because the more traction your video gets, the more comments, likes, etc., the more exposure it gets by YouTube, so it gets suggested. So it really helps us out if you guys hit a like button. Like, it only takes 1 second to hit that thumbs up and maybe write a comment, even if you just write your favorite color. It helps us out. Oh, one more thing, which I haven't told you yet, that I'm going to say, but when we get to 1,000 subscribers, we're going to show you guys, we're going to tell you guys about a big plan that we have. So we're going to push this. I know I haven't ever, you know the plan, I just haven't told you that we're going to talk about it. So when we get to 1,000 subscribers, we're going to tell you about the plan. It's a very cool idea and I think we're going to make a nice big difference. We'll play out with some drone footage of just kind of the little bit of area around us, and yeah, some kangaroos. There'll be some kangaroos in there. Those of you who haven't seen kangaroos yet. So see you guys tomorrow. Ciao.
Bye, Luffy.
No, I didn't say bye, Luffy. You just have to say bye. Okay, say bye, Luffy.
Bye, Luffy.
Bye, guys.